In the ever-evolving world of the NFL, the Philadelphia Eagles are making headlines once again as they kick off their annual rookie camp. With 48 eager participants, only 18 are secure on the team's 90-man off-season roster, leaving a whopping 30 players vying for their shot at glory on a tryout basis. This is where dreams can be made or broken, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Where are you watching from, Eagles fans? I want to hear your thoughts on these developments. As head coach Nick Sirianni emphasizes, the goal of this camp is multifaceted. It's not just about getting these rookies acclimated to the NFL, it's about instilling successful habits and ensuring they're running plays effectively. Sirianni stated, "How many times can they get an opportunity to call a certain play and run a certain play, both offensively and defensively? This is crucial, especially when many teams in the league are opting to cut back on rookie minicamps altogether." The Eagles, however, understand the significance of this foundational work, and it's refreshing to see that commitment. Sirianni also pointed out the importance of getting players back in a football shape. With veterans sidelined during this camp, the team has to bring in a variety of players to ensure that practices can continue without exhausting those already on the roster. "If you just had one deep in this camp, we'd wear these guys out pretty darn quick," he noted. This approach not only keeps practices lively, but also fosters healthy competition among the new faces looking to make their mark. The most engaging aspect of this camp is undoubtedly the potential for hidden gems. Sirianni reminds us not to overlook the rookies who can transform their careers through this opportunity. He cited Adam Thielen as a prime example, starting as a tryout player for the Vikings and eventually becoming a Pro Bowl receiver. It's important to also be able to cast a wide net and have different types of players in here that you've had your eye on, he said. This speaks volumes about the Eagles' strategy, to find that diamond in the rough who can contribute to the team's success. Among the notable tryouts this week are veteran running backs Khalil Herbert and Elijah Mitchell, both of whom could bolster Philadelphia's depth chart significantly. There's also offensive guard Michael Jordan, a seasoned player who could bring much-needed experience to the line. Meanwhile, the rookie punter Luke Akers, son of the franchise legend David Akers, is also looking to carve out his own legacy. On the offensive side, several rookies are aiming to impress, including running backs Elijah Green and Jordan Simmons, and a diverse group of wide receivers that includes Seth Anderson and Deuce Spann. It's noteworthy that Hillawayne has already garnered attention after training with Jalen Hurts this spring, and this kind of visibility can only help him as he seeks to make an impact. Defensively, the camp is rife with talent as well. From defensive tackle T.J. Burke to edge defender Jamari Butler, a plethora of rookies are eager to seize their moment. The competition is fierce, especially among defensive backs like Amarion McCoy and Jeremiah Irby, who are all striving to earn a deal that could change their lives. Not to be overlooked, special teams are also under scrutiny, with Luke Akers and kicker Reese Verhoff vying for a spot to challenge Jake Elliott. This internal competition could very well elevate the performance across the board. It's always intriguing to see how these battles unfold. As we delve deeper into this rookie camp, the excitement is palpable. With a mix of seasoned veterans and fresh faces, the Eagles are laying the groundwork for what could be an electrifying season ahead. Stay tuned as we continue to explore what this means for the future of the team and the players trying to earn their place in Philadelphia's storied franchise. The buzz surrounding the NFL draft is palpable, and the Philadelphia Eagles are right in the thick of it, especially with their latest pick, Eli Stowers. The consensus NFL draft board has sparked a fair amount of debate, particularly when independent scouts weigh in on players' rankings. One such scout had Stowers, the rookie tight end, ranked at number 105 overall, a stark contrast to the Eagles' decision to snag him at number 54. This raises eyebrows and fuels discussions about the potential impact of this pick. Now, before we dive deeper, let's consider the implications of Stowers' selection. While it's clear that Stowers possesses significant playmaking ability and has the athleticism to be an explosive receiver, evidenced by that jaw-dropping 44.5-inch vertical, there are concerns that cannot be ignored. The scouts comment that no matter how good you are at one aspect of the position, if you can't handle the other, it's going to become a formational issue for you. Rings particularly true for Stowers. Transitioning from quarterback to tight end isn't a walk in the park, and Stowers only made that switch 3 years ago at New Mexico State. Some teams even see him more as a glorified slot receiver than a traditional tight end, which speaks volumes about where he stands in terms of development. Stowers himself acknowledges this, saying, "I think that I view myself as a tight end, but I think that I could be a really good weapon in the passing game as well." But here's the kicker. If Stowers wants to be more than just a situational player, he needs to step up his blocking game. The reality is that the tight end position demands versatility. Stowers has the physical attributes, but as he admits, the blocking aspect is something he's still getting the hang of. "It's really new because quarterbacks are never asked to block," he stated, emphasizing the learning curve he faces. The technique and muscle memory required for effective blocking are critical, and it's clear that Stowers understands this challenge. He's shown a willingness to embrace the grind, noting, "I want to be the best blocker that I can be." This determination is crucial. The Eagles need a tight end who can contribute in multiple facets of the game, especially as they look toward the future. If Stowers can master blocking without sacrificing his explosiveness in the passing game, Philadelphia could very well have unearthed a long-term starter at a position that is becoming increasingly vital in modern offenses. However, the clock is ticking. The question remains, how quickly can he translate his eagerness and physical tools into the functional skills necessary for success? The Eagles are banking on his potential, and fans are right to be both hopeful and critical as we watch this young player develop. It's a high-stakes situation in a city that knows all too well how quickly expectations can change. As we move forward, the Eagles coaching staff will play a pivotal role in Stowers' development. They need to create an environment that fosters his growth, not only as a pass catcher, but as a well-rounded tight end. It's about building that confidence in his blocking while ensuring he doesn't lose the explosive edge that makes him a threat on the field. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into the next story, where we'll explore how the Eagles are planning to utilize their young talent in the upcoming season.
As we wrap up this segment, let's take a moment to honor the legacy of a true NFL great. Today marks the 82nd birthday of Jim Hart, a standout quarterback who etched his name into the history of the Arizona Cardinals. Now, while we're celebrating Hart, who played 18 of his 19 seasons with the franchise during its St. Louis days, let's remember how his journey unfolded. Starting as an undrafted free agent in 1966, Hart's path to prominence wasn't a straight line. He began his career with a rough start, tossing a league-high 30 interceptions in just his second season as a starter. Yet, he persevered and ultimately led the Cardinals to 4 consecutive Pro Bowl appearances from 1974 to 1977 during a period when the team maintained a .500 record or better. Hart's statistics are impressive, to say the least. He remains the all-time leader for the Cardinals in completions, passing yards, and touchdowns even after finishing his career in 1983. His records of 2,509 completions, over 34,000 passing yards, and 209 touchdowns speak volumes about his talent and enduring impact on the franchise. It's a testament to his skill that, even decades later, he still holds those records against the backdrop of a league that has evolved dramatically. Now, this brings us to an interesting challenge for all you fans out there. Can you name the quarterbacks with the most passing touchdowns for each NFL franchise in just 5 minutes? It's a great way to test your knowledge and relive some NFL history. As we close this chapter, it's worth noting how the current state of the Eagles is shaped by the legacies of greats like Hart. Every time a quarterback steps onto the field for Philadelphia, they're playing in the shadow of those who came before them, striving to create their own legacy. So, fans, where are you watching from today? Share your thoughts in the comments below about how you think the Eagles will perform this season and who you believe could step up to become our next franchise quarterback. Before we sign off, don't forget to subscribe for all the latest updates and engage with us about the Philadelphia Eagles. Your opinions matter, and we want to hear from you.